This is just a video to show that the Sony Minidisc deck MD5 JE510, it's for sale on eBay at the moment, that it's all mostly working. Just one or two weird things about it, which is why I've listed it as parts are not working. So first of all, this eject function here works just fine, but it makes this weird rattle once it's come out, which I'm guessing it's trying to grab something, and it sort of keeps doing it. It'll hop between welcome and eject, unless you just sort of, put it into sleep mode or turn it off for a bit. So it's never bothered me, because I'd just use it live and I'd be swapping between mini discs, and there'd usually be enough sound on stage that it didn't bother me, but it might bother you, so you ought to be aware of it. Putting it back in, you can just do it straight away with the disc. There. And it's fine. Once the disc's in, it stops rattling, so it doesn't do it again unless you eject it. Then the other thing that occasionally it's been doing is that the RCA plugs on both the recording and the output, and also the headphones socket, weirdly enough. It's sort of been intermittent. You're getting that kind of crackling where one side of the stereo feed just isn't coming through fully for some reason. Now, weirdly enough, I've used two different cables, and I'm using the same cable out in each pair of cables. So that is to say, I've got a pair of stereo RCA to jacks, and I'm using just the left channel on each of the. I'm using the left cable, the black, end of each of those, so that you can see they're a different brand there. But in this situation, it's been working fine. So I can't really explain it. I don't think it's the cable. I don't think both the right channels of, all my cables are dead. But this seems to work just okay at the moment. That's probably going to go wrong now, hopefully, for you to see. Sounds fine. I mean, I can, if I turn down one of those channels and put this one up, not a problem. Nice strong signal. I have to do the same with this channel. Same stuff. So it's an equal strength of signal now coming out of both. So today it's working fine, weirdly enough. And then let's try the headphones port. I'll get rid of those two. Replace them with the headphones cable currently coming out of there, which is a stereo TRS jack to two mono jacks. Let's try this one. Okay, that's about 9 o'clock on that. And then 9 o'clock on that. It's about the same then together. So that seems absolutely fine today for some weird reason. So, as you can see, sometimes it does work. It's just I'm not confident that it will arrive that way. If it gets knocked or something in the post, then it might just be that the, maybe it's just working today, but maybe the port won't work. It seems it's only the right output that isn't doing it. The left one seems pretty consistent, but the right one seems to be in and out. So I can't quite put my finger on it, but I don't want you to get something and then be disappointed at the other end. It is the same for the recording. However, again, just to make a fool out of me, today this was recording fine. I just recorded this track number 14 just today, and again, so that's now playing. I recorded it through the two RCA inputs at the back. That's one channel, two channels, both. 1, 2. 1. So absolutely no problem. So it's recorded fine. As you can see, the inputs come in just fine. There was a point during the recording that I turned down the record level just to demonstrate that was working. There it goes. And then I put it back up again. There we are. So everything seems to be working just fine at the moment. I'll show that it can delete the track as well. You go to 13, because I don't think there's anything on there. And then go to erase, yes, complete. There we are. So that funk track's just become my new channel 13 there. Play that again. There we go. So that seems to be pretty much everything. The only thing remaining is the remote control here. I've never really used all the different controls on it, but what I do know works is eject, power on, power off, play, pause, all the kind of main ones there. There's pause there, stop, track skip on that one. And then when a track's playing, let's play one of these. You can just scan through. Press and hold this switch here. There it goes, scanning through. And back again. So it works on this controller. And then you've got your eject remote. You'll hear that clicking again. There it goes. Weird. Put that back in. And then you've got your sort of standby, it works as well on the remote. So, oh, maybe double press it. There you go. So that's all there is to show you, really. Other than that, the phones level, you heard it briefly before, but that's absolutely fine. That does work in correspondence, and so does record level. I've set it. My input is currently set to the analog input. But I suppose you could use the optical input as well if you had that cable, but I've never used it before myself. Stereo mono seemed to work as well, and basically it's all functioning as it should. I think it's just those weird little inconsistencies that I don't want to become a problem for you.